All right, sound check. Looks like everything's working this time. So as I was saying earlier, before I realized I was muted, that happens. King Arthur Nightstale, it's a dark fantasy RPG. It's a turn-based game. You have wizards, you have armor, you have archers, you have assassins, you have the whole 9 yards. It's a fun game. Special request from one of my viewers who picked this game back up. We are going to be playing the modded version, which is the extended skills and skill tree mod from Nexus. And then we're also going to be playing what I call NewGame Plus mode. The game doesn't have that built in, but with the little save file editing, I was able to give me some bonuses akin to something like you get when you play through Mass Effect on your replay. You get some extra resources and things to start you out. So I gave myself a couple extra things just to make it not feel like I've wasted over 400 hours replaying this game several times, but we're going to skip over that. So we're going to be playing a new campaign today, working on a Rightful playthrough, Rightful Old Faith, which I'll explain as we get further into the game. So new campaign, there is a classic and roguelite. Roguelite is similar to what people call Iron Man. There's no saves. You just play through. But the issue with that is because we're streaming, we're going to be starting and stopping here and there. And if I can't make a save file, I'll lose the progress in between saves. So we'll be playing on Classic today. If you are a new player to turn-based RPGs, or if you're just not sure how you feel about it, by all means go normal. But I recommend moderate for all new players because it really teaches you to be more careful and not steamroll everything. But today we'll be playing on hard. So the difference here is in hard, you don't heal as much in between fights. And the AI is up at the top tier, and they have a boost to their health and their damage. If you go to very hard, their health and damage boosts are doubled, basically. There's no exact percentages in the game, but it's noticeable. They have a lot more health. It takes more work to break their armor, which is a protective scheme we'll get to in a minute. So I like to play on hard because it has a little challenge, and if you fuck up, they're going to make you pay. But at the same time, doesn't take you all this extra time to plan out your moves, and you don't have to let characters rest. But again, we'll get to that later. Getting ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and start. We got an opening cutscene, so I'm going to cut the cam for this.
Wake up, knight.
Cutscene is pretty loud. I should have warned you, my bad.
You must take up your arms again. This is all very confusing. I know. Focus. Breathe. It will all become clear soon. You were fighting in the last great battle for Britannia. When King Arthur's adversaries marched against the once and future king, you have committed dreadful acts to fulfill your destiny. Do you remember the earth trembling?
Oh, anyone that's not aware, this is a big fight between King Arthur and Mordred.
Terrible armies.
A lot of key characters in the game are in this cutscene. You will be seeing them all again.
And watched the power of magic tearing apart the world at its seams. You led knights and monsters into a deadly storm of fury and blood. You destroyed the ladies of the sun and the lords of the winter. You have killed King Arthur, and with his dying breath, he struck you down. You both died, and yet you both live. You have unleashed something that cannot be stopped. The tide of madness and pain will swallow us all. I have brought you back to end this nightmare, Sir Mordred. I want you to go on a nightly quest. I want you to finish what you have begun. Kill King Arthur, or whatever he has become, after I took his dying vessel to Avalon.
All right. That's our intro video to King Arthur Knight's Tale.
Living and breathing again. But is he truly alive? I wish I could talk to him, but I can't just yet. Serves him right anyway.
I know her voice is kind of light spoken, but thankfully there are subtitles.
On a dark path, and for now, I can only watch where it takes him. I've brought back King Arthur's nemesis, and wonder if I made the right choice. Mordred did the impossible, after all. Almost killed the king, who cannot be killed. And that's how the nightmare began.
Alright, couple of basics about the game for anyone that's a newcomer here. It's a point and click game for the most part, but you can scroll in to get like a better view of the graphics and whatnot, which are quite good. There are a lot of items like the stats you can click on, get like little what do you call it, little clips, little information about the game, the story of King Arthur, if you didn't know, or if you enjoyed those things, the lore. Very basics, you click around to move. This game also has WASD support, which means you can use your keyboard to kind of move around, but we'll be clicking for the most part. I will be using the keyboard to rotate the camera though. It allows us to see a little better during fights. This is our character here. You hover over him, you see his stats there in the bottom right, you see his damage, hit points, and whatnot. Vitality does not recover during fights. The the hit points is the damage that you take, and it will recover between fights. There's a way to recover vitality later on. We'll come to that later. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Oh, one more thing before we start up. Two things highly recommend in your settings. This is how I like to play. I would always turn auto turns off. It will adversely affect you later in the game. And if you turn on the Overwatch areas here, it will cloud your screen. Adds a bunch of extra stuff you don't need to mess with, you don't need to bother with. On your camera, I disable the camera shake because that's annoying. And then for sound, this is the mix I use. Otherwise, these sounds are just way too loud. And of course, I'm using a headphone. Graphics, this is your personal preference, but this right here, brightness, contrast, and vibrance, I use 60, 60, 100, and I think that's the default gamma. But this makes a considerable difference in the way the game looks, regardless of what graphics settings you're playing on, like high, medium, low, or whatever. I would recommend these so you can see a little better. Hero highlights is good. Precise GPU shadows, not necessary, but I have it on. Controls don't really matter because it's just a point and click game for the most part. You can change hotkeys if you want, but yeah. Also believe my overlay works in this game too. Let's test it quick. Yeah, NVIDIA overlay works here too, I believe. No, it's not supported. Never mind. Let's get going.
Wait! Who the hell are you?
I'm here to teach you some manners, lad.
Alright, so the basics of the game. You use action bar points, which it's explaining here, but I'm going to just talk over this. So every turn you get action points, and they regenerate every turn. You get all of them back. In the event that you don't use all of them, you have the option called reserve. If you reserve 1 point, you keep 1 point for the next turn. If you reserve 3 points, you get 2 next turn. So it has diminishing returns. But the point is, if you can't do what you need to do that turn, you can save the points to do it next turn. And you start with a little more of an advantage. For example, right now, he's a little further away. I can move and get 1 attack on him. Or I can take a step forward. And you see this little red box that extends out from him. That's his attack range. So I'm in his attack range. So next turn, he's going to hit me. But he was going to do that regardless. We have another option here. In addition to saving our points, we can use a skill called Overwatch. Depending on which character you have, it costs different different amounts of action points, but for this guy, it's 3 action points. So I have 6 action points, so I can activate Overwatch and pick a direction. And if anyone comes within that attack range, I'll get an attack at the cost of 3 action points each. So if there were 2 enemies, I could hit up to 2 of them. We're going to go ahead and turn it on, and we're going to enter turn with this button here. And you saw there are shields, there's blocking mechanics. I also have armor, which I didn't point out before. My character has 5 armor points. My basic attack has a 5% chance to break armor. Different skills and whatnot have different percentages, but generally speaking, you hit people. Sometimes you break armor, sometimes you don't. Each point of armor is a 1 point damage reduction. So he does 3 to 5 damage. You see, I took no damage to my hit points because my 5 armor blocked his full damage count, but he did break 1 piece of my armor. He has no armor, so he has no direct protection from attacks, but he has a shield. Shields have percentage damage reduction if the block works. I don't remember your chance of blocking. Or no, actually it is on there. Yeah, you have a percentage chance to block, and the block reduces your damage. I don't remember by how much.
Let me cut you to size. Damn, that felt good. But where am I?
I thought that dying can change a man, but I might be wrong.
Hey, who's there? I can hear you. Let me out.
Okay, this is Sir Mordred. If you've never seen him before. Love his armor. Okay, so I want to zoom out a little bit, and we're going to use camera rotation so we can get over here. You can zoom out all the way, but like you see all this stuff in the way.
What is this thing?
And any shiny object is treasure, if that wasn't obvious already. The game's telling you to loot. So explore, look around,
Open the door, whoever you are.
open all the shinies,
Me, and I will help you.
and let's go ahead and start our first chat here.
Well, well, well. Sir Kay, King Arthur's seneschal, in a dungeon rotting away, a hero's reward. An honest and capable man, but a bit dull, like an untended blade.
Sir Mordred, the Scourge of Britannia is back. Avalon is not a place for your treacherous kind.
So, in case you didn't know, Sir Kay served Merlin. He's one of his knights of the Round Table. And we'll get to the story later, but he's a prisoner right now. Locked up in a cage, whimpering, just as I remember you, Sir Kay.
Are you real? Or just a ghost? Tell me, Mordred, do you remember killing me?
Can't say I do. No, and yet here you are. Speak.
Help me escape, traitor. Then we may talk.
So you, a knight of the Round Table, ended up here behind locks. Pitiful.
Some of us are still waging a war. I fought and have been betrayed. You are familiar with betrayal, aren't you?
Trust was always your weakness, Sir Kay.
And what is yours? Your bloodlust? Your savagery?
Clear and silent.
Yes, I thought so. You think you're strong enough to fight the taint on this island?
What is this wretched place anyway?
I've already told you. Avalon, the island of the fallen knights. And this is Castle Camelot.
If you're playing tricks on me, I'll break your bones. This is our castle?
Yes. Not the one that you remember, though.
You promised me help if I set you free. Did you mean it?
I keep my promises. I will help you, Mordred. The powers that rule this land decided to trust you with our fate. I don't know how to feel about that. But soon, you must make your very first decisions.
Okay. Is there anything in his room? I don't think I ever went in his... No. Okay. Let's just walk back over here.
Great. That's my arm over there. Finally. I feel more useful now.
You think a sword makes you less useless?
We must get out of here. Go to the door and let me handle this.
Also, there are different classes in the system, as I mentioned earlier. Our main character, Mordred here, is a defender, as you can tell from the shield. Sir Kay is a champion, which all that really means is he uses two-handed weapons, and he doesn't have the option of others. Okay, got nothing over here. Okay, so all of these are empty. Oh, wait. Going backwards. No wonder they're empty. Whoops. We need to go this way. It's a problem when you turn your map around.
Rascals! I told you that you will pay for this.
What the hell is he doing out of his cell?
Surprise!
So this game does have a backstab mechanic, which is what they're explaining over here. If the character's facing this way, you can be anywhere in these last 3 rows behind and get an attack, and you get a backstab, which is a minimum of 50% damage bonus. So obviously we're going to do that now. And instead of killing him, we're going to activate our second skill, Stigma. It does vulnerability, so we'll do bonus damage to whoever I cast it on, which is going to be him.
Your Highness?
And then Sir Kay has a basic attack. Champion's attacks cost 4 action points, which kind of sucks because they only start with 7. So it means you can only get 1 attack off, at least early game. You get better items later. But he has another ability called Cleave. So we're going to take a step forward. We're going to use our Cleave ability here to hit both of them. Oh, it didn't kill him. I thought it would with vulnerability.
Time to feed the ravens.
Okay, so we're going to move in. Make sure both of our characters are looking in his direction. Because if we turn away, he'll hit anyone who's turned away and to do bonus damage. Okay, can't even break Sir Kay's armor.
That's it. I was just getting warmed up.
Okay, let's keep exploring. Checking treasure.
Is that a chest?
Okay, nothing on this side. And there is a fog in the game you may be noticing, where it has like a grayness to it. If I zoom in, you kind of get under the fog. The fog layer is somewhere right around the top of these buildings. So the only way to get around is to zoom in, but
This is the Warden's room. Prepare for battle.
obviously you can't see much when you zoom in though. So you have to pick which way you want to play.
Sir Kay, you are really persistent, but I can't let you walk free.
You don't have much choice in the matter now, Warden.
All right, so mechanic wise, they will come up and attack you from behind if you give them the chance. Situations like this, I'm going to put,
Waiting your command.
we're going to move Sir Kay over here,
None can
Mordred over
stand
here.
in my way.
And we're going to use that Overwatch ability I mentioned before, because he has to walk past me to get around. We'll put him in Overwatch facing that direction.
Let me cut you to size.
Ah, he one-shot him. Nice. Okay. Mordred finishes him off. And Sir Kay has all his action points. So let's put vulnerability on the Warden.
Your Highness?
Let Sir Kay get an attack in.
Time to feed the ravens.
And you can't walk through your allies either. You have to walk around them. They can block your line of sight.
Awaiting
I'll let Sir Kay finish him off if we can.
Now we should find the one who is truly in charge here.
Okay, let's zoom out, change your angles. So far, so good until now. Ah, nah, that got nothing on me, man.
Treasure.
There's another treasure chest.
Look what I found. Careful. It's quite a crowd.
You know very well that diplomacy was never my strong suit.
Okay, so as you can see down here in the little example, there's little red lines around the middle. If you step into the red, you will initiate a fight. But you do have an option to reposition your characters. If you walk around and explore all of the area, which we're not going to do that right now, when you start the fight, you get to choose where you start your characters.
Time to earn your share
So
of
they
glory.
were red here, right? So see, we have places to position our characters. If we had walked all the way around, we'd have another spot over here too. But we're going to keep our people together.
Your Highness?
Move both of them over here.
I
And
can't take
you always get to make the first move when you get to set your characters like this. It's almost like an ambush. Because they haven't seen us yet, technically. So we're going to run our Mordred around here. Make sure he's facing that way.
I am here to serve.
Bring Sir Kay next to the archer. And the reason we're doing this is archers do reduce damage if you're close to them.
Time to
And Mordred has a shield, so he can vegetate some of the damage over there.
Waiting your command.
And we're just going to save the rest of our action points. If you have already made your moves, you can just hit end turn and it'll automatically reserve what's left. Oh, I forgot to turn the chat back on. My bad. Until now, it's very easy. The game is going to get very difficult later in the game. Yes, you're very right.
I am ready.
Okay. Okay, can one-shot him.
none can stand in my way.
He intentionally stayed away from me because, I guess because he knew I had extra action points. I'm going to get bonus attacks off on him. Just go ahead and step up and attack. We're not scared.
Let me cut you to size.
Sir Kay, let's move him up. You can't move past him. This is another important mechanic. It's called opportunity attack. If you walk right past somebody and try to ignore them, they will reach out and slap you with a weapon. So you see, if I try to move over here, it shows a red sword cross over me and he's aimed at me. So if I try to move past him or even next to him, I'll be past his attack range and he'll reach out and hit me. And that's just free damage for him and it cost him nothing. The good thing is they can only do that one time. So if you really need to run past people, you can run 2 characters past and only the first one will take a hit.
I suffered a light wound.
And unfortunately, Sir Kay doesn't have a shield, so he's going to get prioritized as an attack target. Let's do Stigma on the guard. And we're going to use Sir Kay's Cleave to clean this up. I do keep in mind, Cleave is the area of effect, but it doesn't distinguish between friend and foe. So if I were to turn and try to hit him, you can see I would hit my own guy. And I've killed my own players many a time doing this by misclicking. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so we can finish him. Mordred, like I said before, we're going to move right up next to the archer. Because if he shoots us, he'll do little damage. If he moves, we'll get the same opportunity attack I talked about, and we'll hit him. Yes, he didn't even do enough to
Your head is
hurt me.
What master do these soldiers serve anyway?
That would be Sir Tywelin.
Lead me to him. I want to explain him that this is my castle now.
Sir Tywelin.
So, you are back as well, traitor. You probably don't remember me.
I wish I knew what you are.
I am just a walking corpse, cheated out of his death. And I will make everyone suffer for this injustice.
And do you have a name?
He was Sir Llewellyn, a once noble warrior with 2 sons, both knights.
Out of curiosity, are your sons such ugly monstrosities like you?
My sons are both full of life and hatred for each other. Whatever is awaiting for me here, I must face it alone. Balin and Balin are seeking their own fates now. Just as I do, destined to survive anything.
Is King Arthur here with you, walking corpse?
He is not. The unholy storm wrecked the ship that brought the dying king to Avalon.
Don't say. He can't be dead, though. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. And the reference he's making here is the Lady of the Lake resurrected Mordred, so to speak, here to kill King Arthur. They don't tell you this quite in the beginning, but that's what's going on.
And the raging tempest, something was waiting for the ship. And then the darkness took the king, and all of us in its embrace. Arthur is beyond the Bridge of Sorrows, dwelling on the accursed land of midnight.
Okay, so that was the first stutter. There are different times in the game it will stutter. It's just the game's not optimized fully. It was made by an indie company. They don't quite have the resources of AAA to make sure everything's smooth, but for the most part, you don't have that issue. Spare me the poetic rubbish. Tell me where he is and I will let you live, or whatever you call this existence.
Whatever you do, you need more than a blade to break my curse.
We'll see. Worst case is that you'll keep on lamenting after I take your head. So this dude, he's like literally immortal. But we're gonna knock him out. Looks like we have 2 people behind us, 2 in the front. So just like before, we don't want to get hit from behind. So we're gonna turn Sir Kay around and go back here to attack. And these mechanics and movements I'm using will work just as well in very hard, in case you're wondering, or if you're wanting to challenge yourself. It's all the same. It just takes more hits to kill people in very hard, that's all. Like right now he has 14 health. In very hard he'd have either 16 or 18, something like that. Okay, we don't want them to get to the back of Sir Kay, so we're gonna go back to back again. I don't think they're gonna get in range to hit Mordred. Yeah, we're out of his attack range, so we're gonna save all of his points. And this archer is gonna take advantage and backstab, but we have enough armor to reduce the damage, no worries. And now we have 9 action points starting since we reserved last turn.
Awaiting your command.
Sir Kay, go ahead and take him out. Normally I would go chase the archer, but I think it may be more beneficial to just like kill these people, because I can't get to the archer in 1 turn anyway. Let's see, how far can I move? I can do though. I can try to get behind this guy, or we could get to the side of Llewellyn or flank attack. That means he'll get backstabbed. So let's go around here. And what we're going to do is, he can't move without Mordred hitting him, but next turn we can move here and attack. And he'll do bonus damage. So let's just go ahead and put an attack on both of them. I mean, not both of them. Him. So Sir Kay can finish him on his next turn. So let's go ahead and hit Llewellyn. And we'll stay at an angle. So this is a flank attack and not a backstab. And we block most of the damage.
I am
So
ready.
all to plan. We're gonna move here, get this backstab. And if we move there, he'll get a backstab. So we'll take another step over. So next turn, we'll I'll attack him.
Ready
Okay.
to fight.
So now we're in backstab range.
None can stand in
And he
my
hits
way.
harder than Mordred. So let's do vulnerability.
Awaiting your command.
Okay, he's
I
down.
can take them all.
Now we can make a run for the archer. We'll put Sir Kay in cover just because he's probably going to attack him. Oh, I hit Mordred. That's fine.
Let me cut you.
Mordred can finish this off. And just like that, the prologue mission is done.
The battle is over, and you must make a choice, Mordred. This is merely the first in a chain of similar decisions that will eventually determine what kind of leader you will be. Tell me, what will happen to Camelot?
All right. So Sir Kay is challenging us here. He wants to know what kind of ruler we're going to be. The options in the game, you can choose Tyrant, Rightful, Old Faith, and Christian. For this playthrough, we're going to do Rightful. So I have been chosen by the Lady of the Lake as the protector of Camelot. I will not take this throne, but I'll make my round table and take on this quest. Because we're going to make our own castle, our own throne. We don't need theirs. Is the reason we're choosing that. And in the path that you take, Tyrant versus Rightful, it affects some heroes that you get. It affects which good guy, bad guy, if you will, path you take. But honestly, you can do a little of both, and it's not a big deal. But whatever you choose that first time, you have to choose the rest of the game. If you try to pick good and bad back and forth through the game, you can't make much progress and you will regret it. So, I am Mordred, and I was reborn on the mystical island of Avalon, the resting place of the fallen knights. A vision told me of my purpose, to find and destroy King Arthur, which is the pretext to this. I woke up in a ruined castle, a reflection of the real Camelot. This is my castle now. I am trying to understand the nature of the powers that brought me here, but meanwhile, I have a new realm to build and an old enemy to kill. And it shows you the rewards for the mission as well as your gold and building resources here. So over here we have the morality chart. So the choices you make in the game, I was referring to Tyrant, Rightful, Old Faith, and Christian, affect which path you take, which affect which heroes you unlock. I really dread the Christian path personally, so I don't even mess with it. I've done it like once each just to test it out. I hated it, just hated it. Old Faith Tyrant is my favorite playthrough, and the reason for that is you get a lot of unlocks in this tree. You can restock the merchant, which means you can refill the merchant's inventory with new stuff, let you shop more. You get bonus cost reduction between this and this, which reduces the merchant's total cost of items by 20%, which is huge because the main source of getting good items is random chance from killing enemies, particularly at the end of missions where you get the good ones, or buying it from a merchant, which you can restock using the restock decree here. And then Dagonet, he sucks. You can get bonus loyalty. The more loyalty you have, the more damage your characters do, as long as they're of that morality. You got bonus relic dust as well. So you have 20% reduced merchant prices, 20% bonus relic dust, which we'll get to that a little later. But the point is, it's got really good bonuses. And then you get the Red Knight and Black Knight. So you have to go Tyrant to get access to them because you need so many Tyrant decisions to unlock the mission for them. Same thing goes for the other trees. Each one's got their own bonuses. As I said, we're going to do Rightful Old Faith. I'll always do Old Faith because I love a certain spellcaster that we get later on. And he makes the game for me. He's part of the reason I play this game, to be honest. But the path we're going to take, we're going to have access to Sir Leo de Grancy. We'll get Sir Lancelot, Sir Bedivere, Lady Morgana Le Fay, and Sir Geraint, which he's the archer. But yeah, this tree's not too important for this playthrough because we're doing our new game plus mode, as I mentioned. So we're going to be able to bypass the weaknesses in this tree by doing that. So let me show you. We're going to load my save here that I made for Rightful New Game Plus. And it's at the same point in the game, but it has some bonuses. Okay, so as I said, we're at the same morality. We chose the same choices. The only difference is we have bonus resources. Just like a New Game Plus and Mass Effect, you carry over some resources. I wasn't sure what we needed, so I started this with like 10k gold and 10k building resources. Building resources usually unlock very slowly, but they don't have any real direct correlation in your like power creep in the game, so it's not overpowered to have extra resources. It just means you get access to a few things earlier, which is nice. And you don't have to pick and choose exactly which things to get. But in that regard, I have a little paper here, or Word document I want to show you. If you choose, or if you don't have access to the New Game Plus, if you want a copy of my save file for this, I will keep it and have it available in my Discord. Just you have to ask me for it. So, New Game Plus, we're playing on hard, right? Start with 10k building and 10k gold. We have one unique for each class at level 5, so that's going to remove some of the random chance to find items and save us some time. I thought about carrying over all the uniques, but that seemed too good, so I just gave us one unique for each class, and they are level 5 required, so we can't use them from the beginning anyway. Tips I recommend: always keep at least 500 gold on hand for events. Never spend your last 500 because you will come across some events that give you bonus loyalty, which is very valuable. You'll see why later. The level difference in experience has a 50% cap. So meaning if we do, let's say, a level 4 mission with a level 2 character, they'll get 100% bonus experience. If we do a level 10 mission with a level 2 character, they still only get 100% bonus experience. So the same thing applies if you're over leveled. Like if you have a regular team you really like that you build up and you play the game and you're like, oh, like these are my favorite, I don't want to do with the others. And you do a mission, let's say, same concept. We do a level 4 mission, but our team is level 6. We take a 50% experience penalty for doing it because we're over leveled. So if you want to keep leveling up your characters, I would take the characters that are over leveled for missions and put them in training, because in training you always get 100% experience bonus. Also, these little loyalty events are going to be popping up that you'll see in the next video probably. I don't know if there's another one after this mission. They only affect your current heroes, and there's some big decisions. It is what they make it look like, but reality is it only affects the heroes you have equipped. Which is very important, as you'll see a little later on for those of you who've played before. And then I highly recommend you use the event guide on the Steam discussion boards. They show you all of the events and what the rewards are for them, because the hero you send to events is significant in their event playing out and being completed. Because if you send the wrong hero, you'll fail the event and you could come back with an injury and you've wasted a time. You potentially could have gotten more loyalty or better rewards if you send the correct one. And there's very little cues to show you like, hey, you should probably send this kind of character or whatever. And then there's also a level requirement for the characters that go to those events. So important stuff. Far as unlocks go in the game, I want to assume you're playing a regular new game, so you don't have the extra resources. Always unlock your hospice, your merchant, and then do your merchant upgrade called better quality items. This will let you buy legendaries from the merchant, and it is so strong. It'll increase the amount of legendaries you have, which overall makes your characters a lot stronger. And then next I would unlock training grounds, and then unlock the training ground training ground second slot. So you're going to build up a lot of characters, and you can only carry 4 in a mission. So you'll use those 2 extra slots to level up your characters that you're not currently using. So when you get ready to use them, they won't be low leveled. So you'll be able to do more with them. And then the last thing after that is Enchanted Tower. By that time, you'll have Sir Ector. Sir Ector is a caster in the game. If you put him in the Enchanted Tower, you get bonus dust, which you use the dust to directly buy uniques. So that's just a couple of things. I'm also going to show you the 5 uniques I chose, because I chose 1 for each class. Like I said, they're all level 5 based. So we have the Mark of Creed, gives you extra health and armor for each kill. That's obviously a defender weapon. We have Rune of Everlight, bonus to the Lost, and enemies killed by this sword don't resurrect, which will be important later on. I got this for a Vanguard. We have a staff here. This is for the casters, the Arcanist. It has an extra attack for Overwatch, and it's free. That's the important thing, it's free. So if you use Overwatch, he can get 2 attacks off instead of 1, which is very good. I didn't know what to get for champion. I got this bleeding champion weapon. Again, these are all level 5 based. I can't touch them yet, but you have a chance to randomly get these doing missions as you level up. I just took the randomness out of it since it's a new game plus, and I gave it to us to start with. Marksman in this game suck for the most part, but this version of the game is an enhanced skill tree. So I'm hoping they did something to improve the archers. I haven't actually looked at their abilities yet. It's my first time playing since I've added that mod on. And then the last item is for a Sage. So 15% damage bonus for each spell cast in / melee. So Sages are a support class. They're not very strong on their own. So this lets them cast a couple spells, build up their attacks. So when they do make an attack, it's a meaningful attack. And hopefully they don't die too fast, because Sages are weak. But they're great support. So that's just the basics, what we're planning to do, how I recommend building up in the beginning as far as unlocking buildings, which we don't unlock buildings until after next mission or 2. I'm getting a little ahead of myself on that, but if those of you who've played before, or you've had trouble, or you haven't played higher difficulty, these are tips that'll help carry you. And I feel like they're worth paying attention to. Also, if you want, there are different skins in the game, which I didn't find out for a long time. So if you go up to the top here, you have change outfit. So when it loads, there's a white and gold version of Mordred. So whenever I do Tyrant, I play the red and steel. And when I play Rightful, which I am in this playthrough, we're going to be playing with the white and gold. The way you get this is you go to the Neocore website, look up their King Arthur, look up Mordred skins, and there's a little process you do to get a hold of it. But I feel like it's very appropriate, considering we're Rightful. That way there's a little distinguishment, right, between like the Tyrant evil guy with red and blood armor versus white with spikes, just because I say so. All right, so skills. Every time you level up, you get 2 skill points. Okay, so we're gonna unlock some things. Bleed on a defender is trash. Don't do it unless you are trying to unlock a bonus for bleeding damage, which is only good if you have a character that uses bleeds primarily. Long story short, your first unlocks, I would recommend getting the shield charge here. It's a very good ability. It lets you get around, close the gap. It only costs 1 action point. 100% worth it. It is good through the whole game. For Sir K, here we go, switching. Sir K has a unique trait here. He gets bonus XP from training, bonus loyalty from court titles, which we'll get to later, and oh wait, they changed his traits. He did have a trait that made his abilities cost 1 skill point to unlock. Oh, they changed it. Okay, so this is one of the effects of the enhanced skill tree, I guess. Okay, well, it costs 2. Yeah, he can do kick now. Okay. Looks like the rest of it's more or less the same. We could also add a bleed to our cleave. And as you recall, our two-handed thing is bonus damage to bleeds. And he hits higher than the defender because he's using a two-handed weapon. So we're going to go ahead and trade him for that bleed. And then the next level will probably unlock kick. Okay, let's click this, go to the next mission. Among the ruins.
The nearby Kingstone is plundered by a marauder knight. Kingstone. What a regal name for a mudhole. Anyway, the village belongs to the throne, and I must teach these brigands a harsh lesson about boundaries. Also, I will need plenty of masons, woodcutters, and laborers to restore Camelot to its former glory.
All right, this is mission number 2. So we're jumping in here to build up a workforce. Basically, we're taking over the village, and we're gonna make these people build our castle. Because whether we choose to or not, Mordred's still a tyrant, no matter how you look at it. But
I think we are too late.
we're gonna try to be the good guy. All right, so let's zoom in a little, change our map. You can see people have been slaughtered here.
Garbage or real treasure?
Bad people don't need their money, so might as well take that. And you gotta appreciate here this armor on him looks really clean. The picture doesn't look that great, but his armor, he looks pretty good. Although personally, I still like the red armor more, but
Well, if it isn't good Sir Balin.
Come on then, fellows. Let's play.
oh, and the game is very gory. You didn't notice?
Yes, the righteous fool, trying to save the village on his own.
Your Highness?
This brings Sir K up right here. Get a backstab.
Take them!
One shot. Like it. We have this new shield charge ability. Let's knock this guy back so that he can't get backstabbed. Okay. And targets that are knocked down take bonus damage, just like backstabs. So we're going to take a step forward. Did 9 damage. But you see our base damage is only 6 to 9. So it's like 50% bonus. So I must have hit the minimum 6 damage and I got the extra 1 hit. And when he starts his next turn, because he was knocked down, he has 50% less action points. So he has 2.5 normally, I guess. It doesn't tell you how many action points he needs to attack, but it's a safe bet. He's not going to be able to hit me next turn.
Taste my blade.
By the old gods, Sir Mordred. The rumors are true then. You have returned.
Sir Balin, wasting away your talents as always.
I'm only following my knightly oath by protecting the innocent. The nearby village is plagued by these brigands, and I must stop them.
I hate to admit it, but I'm here for the same reason. I need this land.
So you are truly taking King Arthur's place in Camelot, recruiting knights. You should find my brother. He would be a great fit to your dark court.
See, notice how he says dark court. He's not a fan. And where is Sir Balin?
That selfish, wild zealot is busy defending our heirloom at the Bridge of Sorrow. It should have been mine, but he ignored our father's will.
Got a trust fund baby here. Tell me about that.
Curse upon Balin. Anyway, my late father believed in Arthur's creed that a knight is defined by the deeds, not by the land.
Okay. I fought and killed your late father in Camelot. I hope you don't mind.
Finally, you committed a murder that you should not regret. He became a disgrace to everything he fought for in his life. Death was salvation for him.
And what do you know about King Arthur? I must find him. Or should I say that is my nightly quest.
You are not the only one looking for him. Something terrible happens to Avalon, and people need guidance.
They always do, the weaklings. We'll see about that when I finally meet Arthur.
The ship that brought him to Avalon reached shore beyond the Bridge of Sorrows. I would start looking for him there, in the Whispering Cove. That's what my father told me and my brother, anyway.
I will get to the bridge as soon as I'm finished here.
Our goals are the same. I'll accompany you.
Alright, let's go. Alright, so you may have noticed by his big axe weapon here, he uses two-handed weapons. He's a champion just like Sir Kay. And now that we have a bigger party, you'll notice these little buttons underneath our heroes here. You can change the formation. So you'll just change where they stand, more or less. Yeah, that's all there is to it, really. Let's see. Gotta figure out this way.
Animals. Half of the village is killed and maimed, the other half hiding in the woods. We must stop this.
Yeah, I have to agree. We need them to work labor. We can't let them be killed. Okay, so whenever he makes a sound, your people make sounds like that randomly, as I say, it usually means there's treasure nearby.
What do we have here?
Okay, make sure we got our heroes lined up. Okay.
Gather all you can. The dead won't need anything, will they?
I mean, I agree.
These brigands are not even worthy to stand trial. We shall kill them all.
Still a good old Balan, protector of the weak.
Spare me the cynicism. You are here for the same reason as I am. To save these people.
Yes, I need them to work the fields, see?
You are a disgrace to everything the Round Table stood for.
Maybe this land needs my round table to survive.
Okay, so we get to reposition here. Let's see.
For my Camelot.
Move everyone up.
Fight for honor.
Need someone to go after them. We're gonna let Balan make that move. There's an archer over here.
I can take them all.
What? No.
Your orders?
None of them are armored. Send Balan after you.
None can stand in.
You can probably use Mordred to shield charge into this guy. Then Sir Kay will walk up and kill him. So let's see. Shield bash. He can actually hit him, but Sir Kay can probably one-shot him. Yeah, should be able to. Yeah, that bleed effect should do 1 damage and last for 1 turn. That'll finish him next turn.
Your command?
Let's bring Balan around here. I got the archer.
At your service,
job.
my lord.
Mordred. About once or twice. Do that shield bash. At least he'll be removed as a threat next turn. And that archer's probably not the best idea to move there, but I want to hit that archer if he moves, and if he doesn't move, he'll at least hit Mordred so the others won't get hurt. Alright, so he's going after Sir Kay.
At your service, my lord.
Let's bring you to the back so you can go after that archer. Sir Kay can just play with this guy. Save our action points. Mordred. And kill that archer. Face this guy. Actually face that way. So that way if the archer shoots him. Well, he won't shoot you. He'll shoot Sir Kay because he's not protected. Okay. Or him.
Repent, sinners!
Lady Dendrain for the rescue. Okay, take care of that one.
Fight for honor.
Go ahead and move over here to kill him next turn. Ordered, you can just sit there. We'll take cover behind the wall so Sir Kay doesn't get hit.
Ah, Sir Mordred. You really don't have to thank me.
A lady with a bow. I could use someone like you.
I'm Lady Dindrain, the Lord's chosen, seeker of the Holy Grail.
Didn't we have enough fools rooting around for that chalice?
Aren't you helpful? I wish I had thought of that earlier.
Where are the Grail Knights now, then? You must know them well.
Do I know them? Yes, you can say so. Percival is my brother, a bright light in the encroaching darkness, fighting his battles where I can't reach him.
And Sir Galahad?
Galahad is, well, trust me when I say that he is truly lost. No, I'm alone in my holy quest. It is my trial by fire.
Don't tell me you're looking for the Grail among these hovels.
No, I'm looking for redemption in this hellhole, Dread Knight.
Hunting down vermin like these.
No, sir. I'm hunting down their leader, the Marauder Knight hiding in a ruined tower.
Our destination is the same.
The good Lord sent you then. I'm always glad to have some walking shields around me. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so now we have an archer in the team. That completes our 4-man squad. Let's see. Chat, hope this time you're gonna choose the lady I told you about. I want to ask this playthrough, how are you gonna choose as champion? I don't know which champion I'm gonna choose yet because their skills have been changed with this enhanced skill tree thing. So I need to see how they play
A prize.
and what they have available. We watched a movie a while back, Da Vinci Code. It's about the Holy Grail. Yeah, Holy Grail has a lot of symbolic meaning in a lot of shows.
They're chasing me! Help! Please!
Okay, looks like we have some more bandits to kill. This one has 2 waves. This is a very important mechanic in the game to always pay attention to. Over here on the right side, it'll tell you if they're attacking in waves. Countless times I've been caught off guard because I didn't realize there's multiple waves or I didn't finish the wave. And then they spawn all around you and you end up in a pretty bad spot.
For my Camelot.
Now for Mordred, he can actually shield bash. I can bring him right out here in the open. But that is only helpful to a certain
Sinners shall
extent.
bleed.
See, she starts with poison arrow.
Your orders?
Let's move him out of the way.
Blessings.
Okay, another mechanic, because this is a range character. If we move within this green zone, we can get an attack off. We'll have enough AP left to attack, is what the game's telling us. And the arrows that we see popping out show you who you can attack if you move there. So for her, just gonna take a step forward. We'll use our poison arrow, because there's no reason not to. We'll hit the guy in the back. Then we'll use the last 2 action points to move to the side because we're going to bait them into us. I'm not going to run across there because they're going to get attacks off if I do that. So, Sir Kay right there. We're going to put Mordred in front of him because they're going to aim at Sir Kay because he doesn't have a shield.
I fight for honor.
Or Balan right over here. So we're going to keep the guys huddled together with Mordred to protect. They usually won't shoot your archer unless she's just in the open. See. Okay, they went after the archer, that's fine. And you can see that was the second wave, so they had some more enemies come in.
I am here to serve.
And thanks to saving action points, because we didn't do anything, and we let them bait in, we have enough to get off 2 attacks with him, because they're, yeah, 4 apiece. Let's see, can we one-shot him? Yes, we can. And you'll notice they have this little effect under their name. That's a condition called Panic. Decreases their damage. It triggers when you kill one of theirs, which it tells you if you mouse over it. You have to hold control when you're aiming at them to look over here. Otherwise, it'll go away when you move the mouse. The game doesn't tell you this, but it's an important mechanic. Hold control. Well, it does tell you, actually. Never mind. 10% damage for every brigand attacking the same unit. So if they group up on somebody, they'll do bonus damage. You're going to put... You know what? No, we're not going to do Overwatch. If you click Overwatch, you don't want to activate it. You can hit escape, and then you can just physically move. We're going to move him over here to close to the archer.
Sinners shall bleed.
None of these have ranged attacks.
Kneel.
So let's do the stigma. Actually, he's a little strong. That's fine. Use the stigma. We're gonna use shield bash. Get that bonus damage. And since he's knocked down, we'll finish him off. And we still have enough points. We're gonna do Overwatch. That'll protect Sir Kay's back so they can't get behind him. Valen. He actually has a lot of options. Guess we can bring him up here and put him in Overwatch. A second layer of defense to protect Sir Kay's back. And then Dendrain, she can't use Poison Arrow for another turn. So it's got a 2-turn cooldown. They can probably kill this guy if I soften him up. So let's do that. Oh. Shit, we can kill him actually. Let's hit the other guy though, because he's guaranteed to die from either of them. He's not. See, he went all the way around to backstab Mordred because they knew I was in Overwatch. In lower difficulties, they won't do that. They'll just like plow into you.
Your Highness?
Let's take you out.
Service, my lord.
We're going to take advantage of backstab because they didn't consider Dendrain's behind them for whatever reason. They just wanted to get behind Mordred to kill him.
I fight for honor.
Okay. And we're going to use a new ability. This is called Power Attack. Does bonus damage and it's good for breaking armor. It's a champion ability. He doesn't have armor, but we're going to use the damage bonus to kill him. And just to show you what the skill looks like.
Well, it could have been worse.
Okay, let's look around, see if there's any treasure.
Thank you for saving me.
Got 20 XP.
By God.
Found another treasure.
Worth dying for.
Okay. Also, there's an overhead map. I think I showed this briefly earlier. You can't like click and move on it, but you can see you can turn and move while the map is up with your keyboard. So I could technically walk around and keep the map up. It's kind of like Diablo 2's version of the map overlay, but this one can't go translucent. It kind of blocks your view. So I don't recommend walking around with it unless you've cleared the map. So this right here is a shrine. Game's trying to explain it here. So we'll click on the shrine. You have to have spellcraft to get the benefits of the shrine. Spellcraft reveals that the shrine will unleash the following powers. Regain armor. So this one actually has a spellcraft requirement of 0 because none of our people are spellcasters. But this is just an introduction. These shrines are specific and they require spellcraft to show you what their effects are. You can still activate them without spellcraft, but you won't know what they're going to do. This one regains armor, which both of our guys, all 3 of our guys took armor hits. So we're going to return Sir Kay's armor. And it'll restore either 50% or all of the armor. I don't recall which. but he only lost 1 point. So
Look at you, Mordred. In the old days, you raised the towers of mad wizards and crushed the champions of the She. And now you are trying to save some dirt-poor villagers. How profoundly annoying it shall be for you.
there's another one.
Place to share food and stories.
Okay, so this is the first campfire in the game. These are spread throughout the different maps. You click on them. You can either restore some of your lost hit points or you can restore some of your armor. If you notice on the left side, Lady Dendrain's the only one with hit point loss, right? So if we do this, it shows you how much it restores when you put your mouse over it. Same thing with armor. See, it shows. It's just a handy feature to take note of. We're not worried about Dendrain's hit points. We're going to restore the armor for the other two.
Ready to serve the Lord.
Sometimes it's beneficial to save those shrines. So if you're not playing in roguelite, make a save before you activate them. Because sometimes there's fights coming up and you want to save those for those tougher fights so you can heal right before you start.
This is where the Lord of the Vermin is hiding.
And this is one of the
Let's
tougher
cleanse
fights.
this hovel once and for all.
Because this one takes a little tactics. You can see we're moving around to unlock all of our...
To our cause.
I don't know why he randomly said that, but we're going to walk around, make sure we unlock all the viewpoints, and then we're going to activate it so we can reset our characters. This is actually one of the first tough fights in the game. Everything else has been cakewalk.
The Lord is my witness.
So we are going to take Lady Dendrain. We get the first attack. She could probably kill him outright. We're going to put her here. See that little shield? That means she'll have cover there.
Kneel before your king.
Mordred is going to chill right here in the corner. And we want
Your command?
Balan.
Your Highness?
Oh, we didn't learn kick yet on Sir Kay. That would be pretty good here. We're going to put Sir Kay over here. And we're going to do that so that the enemy will split their attention between the two sides. Because if we put them all in one spot, they'll cave in and they'll eventually kill one of our characters.
At your service.
If we're not careful.
I can take them all.
Honestly, might be beneficial to put Sir or Mordred over here. I've never tried it that way, but
Your command?
we'll just have Balan go straight for that guy. Yeah, let's try this. Okay,
At your service, my lord.
kill him.
You fought and died.
Beautiful.
I fight for honor.
None can stand
Okay.
in my way.
Await.
It really depends on who they go after first, what I have to do, but
The wicked.
let's take out the archers. We don't want them getting free damage on us. Sir Kay. He has cover.
I can take them all.
How far can he move? He can move close enough to box me in. But I'm actually okay with that. Shield charge. Ooh, I could like close in
Your command?
and then bring him in next turn. Mordred would get stuck though. Or can he move? He can move all that way out to me if he really wanted to. Let's move you up with Overwatch. Let's move you up with Overwatch. That'll draw their attention. Let's see how they move. Dendrain took a hit. The boss guy is surrounding Mordred. Mordred can take him. Okay.
For king and
We'll bring... Oh, he can't get an attack in. Same turn he moves. Oh, that sucks. That would really help if he could. I'd move him in. We'll save all 3 points. So next turn he can do more. Mordred. He's trying to backstab me.
Ready to fight.
Sir Kay. This is the only guy you can hit. Guess you're gonna have to.
Blessings.
Can Dindrain finish him? That's the question. Can. Good, good. Let's get Dindrain closer. That should be close enough. Can we still kill him? Yes. Okay, so there just has to be a 1 space gap for the archer shot. That's what I was worried about. We're gonna save our 1 action point. As for Mordred, there's no point in hitting in the Marauder with 15 armor because I can't do that much damage. I would have to do over 15 armor to hit his life points, his hit points. So it's probably better to back him up, to be honest. But I don't want him to get stuck either.
Time to feed the ravens.
We're just gonna do Overwatch again. That way, when they make a move, I can just hit them. Oh wait. We have Shield Bash. Shield Charge. Yeah, never mind. Wrong button. Cancel. No. Let's do Shield Bash instead. Yes. That guarantees the kill on him. Because he'll be knocked down.
Too late to run now.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. And he's good right there, so he'll be able to break his armor next turn.
Awaiting your command.
Sir K is probably the only one that's going to get hit. Opportunity and Overwatch. He ran after Sir K. I did not anticipate that. You can't kill him. Can you kill him? You can, but I think I'd rather have you behind.
For my Camelot. Let me cut you to
Thank goodness. We needed that attack so that we can attack him next turn. Sir K. Might as well just start breaking this armor down. Sir K is probably going to take a heavy hit next turn. But as long as we don't lose his vitality, we're good.
I serve the Lord.
Oh, she can hit him from here. Try Poison Arrow. He blocked it. He blocked it. I figured. Okay, we're all good. That one archer is not going to do too much. Okay, yeah, we're good.
For king and country.
And his ability, that defensive stance wore off. So we can use our stigma to soften him up. You can't block when you're not facing, so we can use Dindrain
For the wicked.
get some free shots off. Sir K, get some revenge.
Your orders?
Balin, with his power bonus, he can crush him. All right. Excuse me. All right, Mordred will go after the archer. Sir K can hide. Because I don't want him to take any more damage.
Sinners shall bleed.
We should be good. We just have to chase down this archer now. Shit bash. Perfect. And see, that would have worked on very hard as well. The game.
It seems I was wrong about you, Mordred.
We're at a bad angle for this cutscene. Careful with the praise. It makes me uncomfortable.
I shall give you an advice then. Camelot is in danger. Not from these marauders, but the creatures of darkness beyond the Bridge of Sorrow.
You mean your ancestral bridge?
My brother Balin is standing guard in the bridge fort, holding back the tides at midnight.
This almost sounds like a praise.
There has been bad blood between us. He is cruel and arrogant, a savage in battle. But even Balin will fall if you don't help him out.
And what about you?
I have fulfilled my oath. If you decide to march to the bridge now, I will meet you there.
Fine. I'll see you at the bridge. Okay, before we leave, always open your chest. The game will prompt you sometimes, but not always. It depends if it considers it an important chest or not, if it tells you to look around and open one.
Treasure lost and found.
Okay, finish mission. All right, the Marauder Knight of Kingstone is no more. His fate could serve as an example for those who dare defy the will of Camelot. His vassals in a ruined village remain. I have also met a fellow knight, Sir Balan, told me that the darkness is approaching. Avalon is coming through the Bridge of Sorrow. I need to go there. Okay, got a couple items, a little more gold, resources. Every lord needs a castle. I knew it from the very beginning that I will rule this realm from Camelot. Finally, the time is right. We have gathered the resources and the manpower to rebuild that majestic ruin. Camelot will shine a bright light into the gathering darkness of Avalon. Let Camelot rise again. 1,000 resources. Which, even without the bonuses, you would have had it from doing that last mission. All right, so now we have our castle. It is in shambles. First upgrade you always have to do is hospice. Avalon can be a harsh and forgiving place. 500 golden resources. Okay, we have treatments. Treatments take time. You won't be able to use your hero during the period, yada yada. So basically, if we take vitality damage, we go into hospice and it restores the vitality, generally speaking. Also, these upgrades are super expensive. As you can see, 3 grand, 3 grand, 2 grand. So that's to do like a full upgrade. It's going to cost quite a lot. 4,003, 9, 9, 10, 11 and a half, 12 and a half, 13. It's going to be 13, 14,000 gold to upgrade this one section. And then, resources, 15, 3,000, and about 3,000 building resources. Gives you an idea of how the game scales. Granted, you will make a lot more money as the game goes on. And as I said before, after hospice, as you recall in the little guide, you want to unlock the merchant. This one's cheap, so I'll do that. Okay, and then when you want to unlock first craftsman, better quality items, even relics, which relics are the legendary items of the game, appear after the next restock, and it restocks after the next mission. So because we have extra money, we're going to go ahead and activate this. And that's going to change the appearance a little bit. We got this extra little tower, which is one of the things I really like about it. When you do upgrades, it's not just a click a button. It actually upgrades the buildings. Every current and prospective hero gets 1 extra armor. Every current prospective hero gets 1 additional armor. This is a nice little bonus, and because of our extra resources, we actually will get this. Offers refresh frequently. Yes, we will go ahead and grab that too. The merchant upgrades are by far the most important. Increase the number of items in the offer after the next restock. Yes. All right, and just like that, 10,000 gold is gone. As we play the game, we will be selling stuff off. We'll recoup money, but money is like a primary resource for getting uniques or relics, as they call it in this game. And we cut through some of the building resources already as well. Reduce costs. So that's one of the tyrant options. If you had 3 tyrant, you could reduce the cost the extra 10%. We had discussed that earlier. Items sold at the merchant net you 10% more gold. You could put anyone in there. I'm just going to throw Sir K there. Or no, not Sir K. Vendrain, actually. Doesn't really matter. I don't have anyone that gives me a bonus to selling stuff right now. So We'll put Mordred in there. He can be the Chandler. Okay, so that's the merchant. In hospice, vitality healing is reduced by 10% for quick treatment. So you can put your heroes to lead these different areas to get little bonuses. And some of the heroes get extra bonuses, like Dendrain here. She has Miracle Healer. So if we put her in hospice, we'll heal an extra 1% vitality at the end of every mission. Has it always been that? I feel like that wasn't her effect in the past. Each hero is for... That's actually very good because vitality is hard to restore. So she'll be forever on my squad just for hospice. That's a really good effect. Okay, and then we have the round table. Long story short, round table has doesn't have 12 seats like an original round table because Mordred's better. He doesn't need that many knights to have a strong round table. But you do have these upgrades. You can upgrade how many slots on our squad that we can have. And anytime you have more heroes than what'll fit in these slots, it goes into these slots. So you still have a chance to get them if you couldn't afford the upgrade yet. That's second all at a time. None of these are very important in the beginning. I'm just looking at them. You always want to put Sir Kay as your royal protector because he gets a bonus loyalty from the court title. Yeah, that's a court title. And you know that because it says it right here, his ambitious title. Just keep in mind, if he has a stubborn loyalty / trait, if he takes vitality damage and you start the next mission, he loses a point of loyalty. And loyalty is very important, as I said before. Loyalty is built up. You get a 10% damage bonus if your loyalty is between 3 and 9. Between 9 and 15, you get another 10% bonus, makes a total of 20. And then if you have over 15, you get an extra action point, which is very valuable, as you might imagine, especially considering it takes 4 action points per attack. It would cost him 8 to make 2. That in mind, so we got a new weapon here. Let's see. 5 to 10 damage. It's pretty good. Got new armor. It's for marksman. It's better than what she has slightly. Put it on. And then we have 2 skill points for her. Now, part of the mod, she has this new ability, Crippling Shot, which if I recall was specific to another character and only him. But I guess she's got it now. Ranged attack does 150% weapon damage and causes slow for 1 second. Causes 6 AP, so that's this costs more than her regular attack, but it does bonus damage. Causes slow for 1 turn. That's actually very good. Go ahead and learn that. Another important thing, always make sure you have potions. We haven't needed to use one yet, but you can take up to 2 potions into every mission, and you can't replace them during the mission. Let's see. +1 to area attacks. +2 burning damage. None of those are useful. Okay. So go over here to the merchant. Let's go ahead and sell these. And if you accidentally sell something, you can buy it back. That's what this little symbol means. But you'll have to pay for it. Oh wait, I wanted that one. See, there's an example. Let's get rid of this. Get that. We have some potions here, some extras. So let's go ahead and give Sir Kay a potion. We'll give Dendrain a potion. They're more likely to take damage than Mordred is. Mordred's pretty tanky. And let's head to our next mission. Come on. All right. New main story. Bridge of Sorrow. It's the only mission unlocked right now. Later on, you'll get a couple of missions unlocked at a time. But you can see we have a new event available. Popped up here. Pillagers of Kingstone. The defeat of the Marauder Knight of Kingstone was a harsh lesson for all the scoundrels pillaging the countryside, and a pleasant exercise for me. His remaining henchmen immediately laid down their weapons and offered their servitude. How admirably they crave retribution. I could give them a second chance and recruit them. On the other hand, I should satisfy the vengeance of the villagers and make an example that could reinforce my reign. What shall it be? So the, quote, rightful choice: put the captured marauders to the sword. It is a harsh verdict, but the acts they committed in Kingstone cannot be tolerated. And then you have the tyrant thing. In these dire times, we need expendable soldiers. Recruit the henchmen, and you get extra resources. But we're playing rightful, so we're gonna kill all of them. And you'll see over here, we got a bump. We have 2 points to our rightful now, and it keeps a log of the events you made that made the choices. Okay, let's go ahead and do Bridge of Sorrow. Just gonna play right on through.
The Bridge of Sorrow spans the chasm that separates these woods from the shore where I'm hoping to find the trail of Arthur. The castle that is guarding the passage is about to fall in the battle against the creatures of darkness that threaten Camelot. I must protect the fortress before it's too late. There is also some brotherly rivalry going on between the heirs, so this is shaping up to be an interesting undertaking again.
All right, so let's jump straight in.
So you have decided to come to the bridge. Right on time, I'd say. I don't like this eerie silence.
All right, so Balan has rejoined us. We're going to rechange the order of our team. You can do this on the fly. Actually, going to do more of a square formation. I don't know. We'll do the front formation. Okay, so the castle's right here.
Hey, is anyone here?
What on earth could this be? You again. Clear away from my land.
Balan, brother, you can't banish me from my own land. This castle is my heritage.
This castle belongs to a lord who can defend it for a change.
You call this defense? You are hiding in a tower, watching it all crumble away.
Enough, or I swear I'll gut you both.
By the devil, it is Sir Mordred in the flesh. What has brought you back from the bottom of the pit, Dread Knight?
I decided to take matters into my own hands and clear the bridge.
That's the Sir Mordred I knew. You don't even care what horrors lie beyond.
I only care about finding King Arthur.
Good luck with that. The ship that brought him here was destroyed not far from here, in the Whispering Cove. It is an unholy place.
And that will be my next destination.
You must pass this bridge to reach that region, and it is swarming with the dead. I've been trying to clear them out.
With astounding success, as I see.
Let's make a deal. You help me cleanse the bridge, and I will let you pass.
What a generous offer, but we'll do it.
Open the gate.
That was sarcasm. You can tell. Okay, now during missions you can get extra heroes, and they're introducing you to the formation button here because we have 5 people with us now. Normally you only have 4, but in certain missions you get an extra, which you can go up to 5. But before we go in there, we're going to explore over here to the
Sometimes I have
side.
visionary dreams that guide me. What about you, Mordred?
And our people do say random stuff sometimes. You just gotta go with it.
Take a look at this.
We have a
You want to know which one I'm going to choose? Well, we're playing a rightful playthrough, so there's only really one choice.
A chest, brothers.
But we'll go over that when we get to it.
Let's
I don't want to spoil it for those that haven't seen it yet. I do wish they'd walk a little faster, though. Oh, that's right. Our formation changed because we have so many people now. Square. No. Yeah, we could do that. Let's put Swabster K and Dindrain. Want her in the middle so she can shoot stuff. Wait, there's an entrance right here. These things are so easy to miss. These little treasures, they add up. And you saw earlier, we're in desperate need of gold to buy things.
Senseless savagery. Who could have done this?
And I thought I had seen hellish things.
Welcome to my world.
I love how they introduce the undead. Like people coming off being hanged by the noose to attack us.
Power and glory.
It's great. So this is introducing Vanguard techniques. So basically we can hide. It's like a stealth. Anyone within 2 steps of my character, even though I'm stealth, can reveal me. Or when I attack. But we also have access to traps, which are pretty good. So we're gonna... I like to use the traps. We're gonna throw a few of these out here. There's no guarantee which pathing they'll go up and around or straight over to hit me. So I usually throw the traps right in the front. And then Lady Dindrain, she's got that crippling shot, but it costs a lot. It's only for slowing down key targets. So let's do Overwatch in the back. She'll get 2 attacks off.
Your Highness?
Sir K, come around here. Overwatch, kill him when he comes after you.
I fight for honor.
Mordred. Honestly, Mordred and K could probably kill everything out here, but let's go ahead and knock him down. And
I can take them all.
Your orders?
I guess we'll go ahead and put you into Overwatch too. This will take 2 people to defend back.
Defend yourself.
Okay, and if they walk into me, which I think they will, be fine. Come on. Yes. All right.
I am ready.
Go ahead and kill you off. Put a hit in each one of these. Pretty sure Sir K will be able to finish him next turn. She can finish you. Hurt him.
Christ on the cross.
Finish you.
Ready.
He can't get close enough to attack, but we can move over there just in case.
What are we waiting for?
Let's let him kill something for once.
These wretches won't return from the grave this time.
All's well
Seems
so
quiet
far.
now, but they can come at you from anywhere. Believe me, I fought and bled for each room. Let's clean out the places where they gather.
Okay, so we're going to clear the little bridge fort here. There's different ways to approach these buildings. You really have to walk around to see the different entrances, but you walk right over here to the right. You can see there's one right here. And if you walk around the other way to the front door, there's another spot. So this one has multiple entrances. And that is significant because you get surrounded in this first fight pretty quickly. Okay, he's here. Now, we walked around both sides. You can see we have green, so we can put people in both rooms. It's pretty important to survive this one because they have a lot of archers and they don't play around.
Sinners shall bleed.
So I'm gonna put our Balin back here, and he's gonna kind of clear that out. Then drain. She really doesn't have a shot on nobody.
I fight for honor.
There's that lost squire, the dude with the shield. Those guys are a pain in the ass. Like they can take a hit.
Blessings.
Let's shoot in front actually.
At your service.
We'll send Balan that way. I think that'll work. So first, let's start with Balin. Let's get a backstab right here. And the game's hanging up. So whenever you take down Lost, which are already undead, they don't just die. They go down into this reanimation state. So if you don't kill their corpse or burn it, it's essentially more effective, but we don't have the option to burn them. You have to beat down the corpse until they're dust, or else they'll resurrect. Sorry. So this one will resurrect in 3 turns. So we're going to use him to take him out. So that guarantees he can't come back. And until they're completely gone, it doesn't count as a kill. So for abilities that revolve around that, you have to be mindful. We're going to bring up Sir K here in the corner. Just put him in Overwatch because he's going to get shot anyway. He's not facing me. Can't hit him. Shit. Oh, and you can't poison the undead. They have bleeding and poison immunity.
Time to feed the raven.
Let's see. How many enemies are in here? There's another warrior and another. Okay.
At your service.
So let's move you up here. So you're ready next turn. Mordred. You to take him out. He's too far away. Still too far away. Most I can do is knock that guy down. It's gonna take all my action points to get close enough to do it, but it's worth it. Then Dindrain. Can she hit that archer? She cannot. Can shoot that guy that's knocked down though. Do a little damage. He can't block while he's down. Okay. Oh, there's a door over there. Didn't realize that. The archers are coming after Mordred. I mean, he can take it though. Let's make sure we turn so we don't get backstabbed.
Down with the vileness.
See, he's blocking it now.
Lord Almighty.
Game's hanging up. Okay, so now he's down. Mordred can focus on the archers. Let's leave her where she's at.
Orders.
He can use his power attack to break his armor. Save the rest of his points.
I am ready.
Sir K.
Blessings.
Balin. That's not gonna work. It's just cloak.
Ready to fight.
They messed up. The archer's in the front. He's stuck now. That actually works to my advantage. Now that guy can't get to me because the body's in the way. Shit, didn't drain. Two turns. Better go ahead and finish this body. I don't think I can finish this in 2 turns.
I fight for honor.
The Lord is my witness.
Finish off that body. Let's back it up.
Your command?
Okay, now they'll focus him instead of her, hopefully. He can't get in there either. I guess I can bring up him to help next turn. Who did I forget? It's
Ready to
okay.
fight.
Go ahead and put him in Overwatch.
Not enough to kill me.
This is my atonement.
I keep going after Dendrine. Alright, there's the body. Can't get them for shit. There we go. Alright, we took him down.
I serve the Lord.
Let's move you up. And whenever you go from being cloaked to revealed, you get a damage bonus for that first attack.
I fight for honor.
Okay, I'll take care of him, guaranteed.
Before your king.
Sinners shall bleed.
Okay, break the armor.
Blessings.
Ready to fight.
He needs more AP to attack. So next turn we're good.
For king and country. None shall stand against me.
Okay, so Kay can finish him.
Nothing left to kill.
Oh, and if you're fighting the undead and you
It's a shame what
down
happened to
them,
this castle. It could have been a match to Camelot, but those times are over.
and you saw they're going to resurrect in so many turns, if you can get all of them down at the same time, you win. Like, that's a win condition that it doesn't tell you. But generally speaking, I usually kill them all the way, just in case I get stuck fighting or doing something. Okay, we got another fireplace here. We lost a lot of hit points here, so let's restore those.
Time to get up, knights.
Okay, so we got a little reprieve there.
A statue of King Arthur again? Shouldn't we start replacing them with mine?
I can't see his head, but that is King Arthur. Let's go for a little walk over here.
Had this door shut when the rot started to spread amongst my soldiers. Half of them were still alive, though. I was hoping the healthy ones would win.
King Arthur's presence in Avalon is like a rot that had set in the flesh, spreading and destroying everything.
A place to share food and stories.
All right, there's another campfire. We need to get some of our armor returned, so let's go ahead and activate it.
Enough of the idling.
Okay, so now our warriors are up to max health.
You really don't want to go in there. There is a large group of the restless dead trapped inside.
Then it's about time we deal with them. We're not going to kill them for XP. I don't think you get XP except for mission completions. The enemies you kill in them apparently don't have much effect. I thought they did for the longest time. But we're going in here to get the treasure chest because the money is important. Okay. See, we're surrounded already. There's a couple of ways to go about this. In my experience, the best way is to hold up in the middle and kill them as they approach.
Blessings.
So, we'll bring him over here. Okay, one down.
I am here to serve.
Sir K, come to this corner. Do Overwatch.
I serve the Lord.
And drain. Can't hit everybody. You want to get the ones with the yellow line of sight, or excuse me, the green. Green's full damage. Yellow means the target has cover, which means it won't do full damage. Just focus this one down.
Christ on the cross.
Mordred. I could just like shield bash into this, but I think shield bash is probably the way to go. Now let's just go straight in to the side. He won't move. And I can't get hit in the back. Balin is actually kind of stuck. How many people are over here? 1, 2. There's 3. So let's throw some traps. Protect Sir Kay. And we'll cloak.
No mercy for the wicked.
See how that works. Okay, Overwatch plus a trap. That's a kill. Like, these undead are kind of weak, but at the same time, they hit twice at a time. And they can really wear you down quick. Alright, so Mordred is fucking surrounded now.
Your command?
Do power attack. Yes. And there's one more coming. So we'll just save our action points. How is the difficulty so far? It's good. It's like they're doing damage to me, but I'm not getting wrecked. But at the same time, it's taking some thought, consideration in my moves. That's why I think hard is really the best difficulty to play on, in my opinion. Attack. He's gonna come around, so he'll hit that trap. He tries to go behind you. We'll have Overwatch. Wait. We don't do Overwatch. Can we? Yeah, we can attack him. Let's do that instead. We'll move over here so we have line of sight for Dindrain. We need to kill one of these, not both.
Time to feed the raven.
I have 8 action points, so let's do Stigma. Finish you.
Is mine.
Hit you. She should be able to finish him. Okay, good. That way, Mordred's not exposed from the back.
Blessings.
We'll shoot him.
Your command?
And we're good. Thanks to his shield block, he can tank a lot of that. Okay, he's taking a hit, but that's okay. Oh, they added symbols next to our name, so that means he's in combat. What does that mean? What does this little thing mean? It doesn't tell me.
I am ready.
It's still on him. What is that?
Blessings. Defend yourself.
For Avalon.
None can stand in my way.
There we go.
We are one step closer to reclaim this haunted place.
Okay, so we got a chest. Some gold in it. There's an item back here.
Watch me to take it all.
Okay, all good there. Gotta go clear this area. There's also, no, we cleared the right building, so it just leads to this then.
A shrine over there.
Okay, the shrine. Regain armor. Mordred could actually use that, sure. Okay, so we know there's a fight in here. So let's walk around at all the entrances. Okay, so there's a couple. There's also this
Is the
bell over here.
Midnight. Darkness corrupted it, and the sound that gave us strength started to spread the hellish curse.
And we can interact with it.
Sanctified bell is cursed. You shouldn't even touch it. It brings ill luck.
Let's toll this bell. I want to see what happens. So it just resurrected the undead. That wasn't obvious. And I want to say there's a reward over here somewhere. Like after this fight. Okay, Lady Dendron. These guys have shields. So archers against shields, you're pretty much wasting your action points. It's better just to attack other people. Go ahead and solve both of them up.
Almighty.
I am ready.
Sir K. We're just gonna move him right up here to the front to draw their attention.
I fight for honor.
And remember when I talked about waves, there's 2 waves that spawn here, so you can't like just push out and attack, or they will kill you. So we're gonna move over here. We're gonna save our points because I don't think they're gonna get close enough to hit me. They will, but I have. I'll see. He just bypassed the fucking trap, like he could see it. Maybe they can see it. I've never really like given them credit for that. I'm just, yeah.
Let me cut you to size. For my Camelot.
For king and country.
Oh, he can kill both. Nice.
One less to worry about.
Cool. I didn't think he could do that.
No mercy for the wicked.
Your orders?
Blessings.
Let's just put her in Overwatch, I guess. He can't get to nobody.
I am here to serve.
All right, Balan. Or no, excuse me, the balance. Okay, let's work on this guy. We'll use Balin. Damage.
I am ready.
Okay, there's a second wave. So they do have an archer. That's what I was wondering about.
The Lord guides my hand.
Okay, it's just one though.
Your command?
Okay, let's bring you around. You around. We're out of range for Shield Bash.
Power and glory.
Okay, she can take out the corpse. Get a free shot.
Cross.
Sir K is.
I can take them all.
Let's bring him up. Can kill him, right? Can't. Can't kill him at all. Okay.
Ready to fight.
So let's use one of Sir K's potions here. I want to make sure he doesn't take too much damage. And we're going to back him up, which means Balin may take the first hit. That's okay.
Time to feed the ravens.
Because I have enough people.
King and
Should be alright. He went for Mordred. Even better.
Blessings.
Shoot him. Shoot him. Probably should have shot him twice instead. We'll bring Sir K out here to deal with that guy.
Your orders?
That way we can focus on killing this one.
No mercy for the wicked.
Just do Overwatch in case he tries to move.
Let me cut you to size.
Ooh, broke 3 armor in 1 shot. No bueno.
At your service, my lord.
With that back attack.
You are dead.
I am here to serve.
Alright. Where's my reward? No chest? Nothing? Really? Okay. Well, let's go in here.
Treasure.
And now he says treasure. Oh, it's in the back. What's that symbol? Was it a few minutes ago? If you're talking about the little thing that was by his name, I don't know. Like right now it shows Mordred with a little shield symbol. Like I mean, I assume it means we're in combat, maybe.
And country. I fight for honor.
So we need this guy dead. Bring Bella out here.
No mercy for the wicked.
Like her to do some free damage. We gotta take that guy out.
I can take.
Mordred can go right down the front.
I am here to serve.
He can probably kill the archer.
I am ready.
Bring Sir Kay over here to help here. That works for me. Okay, so
Blessings.
Lady Dendrian, take out that archer.
I serve the
Sir
Lord.
Kay, take out the corpse. And cloak.
Kneel before your
Sir
king.
Mordred.
Ready to fight.
Bring Sir Kay with Overwatch. Yeah, we'll bring you here. That way they have to get in range of both of you.
You fought and died.
Okay,
Awaiting your command.
everyone should be good. Oh, there's an archer boss guy. I didn't realize he was an archer. I mean, a crossbowman, whatever. That was oversight. And now my boy's on fire.
Your Highness?
Alright, go ahead and drink that second potion. Don't want you dying on me. Pop cleave before that.
None can stand in
Put
my
vulnerability on the big guy.
Ready to fight.
Make sure cleave kills him. Still not strong enough. So cleave does reduce damage, only does 75. So I'll have to kill him with basic attack.
time to feed the ravens.
Sinners shall bleed.
Sinners shall bleed.
Okay, we'll just move him up a little bit.
At your service, my lord.
I think he'll be fine. He should be able to handle them. Start moving Mordred up. Ah, he's focusing Sir Kay. What a bitch. We need Sir Kay for the coming fights. I can't have him dying to this BS.
I am here to serve. Feel the pain.
None can stand in my way.
Shield bash, yes.
What?
Okay, he's down.
For king and country. Now you are dead.
There we go. Just gotta get enough people down to win.
After I got to Avalon, I was baptized here for the second time. Just to make sure, you know.
Let's have a look.
I like Balin. I like the way he talks. But I'm a big fan of the Tyrant playthrough. Let's see. It's like we're all clear. Clear the graveyard. Done that. Let's go ahead and push out around. Oh, there's another
I look upon
fireplace.
this castle and feel nothing but fury. It has turned into a cesspool of death, while I was in my death-like slumber.
Okay. And Sir Kay took a lot of damage. I guess we have to do hit points, even though I prefer to do armor. Sir Kay, hit points and armor. Hit points are more important if you have to choose between the two.
When we have finished, this castle will make an excellent outpost.
Agreed.
Show us a sign, Lord.
Another shrine. Heals vitality. Oh, thankfully we don't have any vitality damage, but we can always come back to it.
The head of the bridge is already in the land of midnight. We fought our most vicious battles here.
Let's change. No, I'm fine with this formation actually.
That damn shrine is luring back the dead. Destroy it.
Okay, so we are just gonna bum run the shit out of this.
Your Highness?
Everybody's gonna move up.
Your orders?
We're gonna hope Sir Kay doesn't take too much damage. Okay, except Lady Dendrian. She won't rush all the way.
It's just a light wound.
Okay, so Mordred's stuck now. He's surrounded. I'm not really worried about Mordred. I'm worried about taking out this thing in the back. The summon the lost every 2 turns. Like, I can't handle an attrition battle when Sir Kay already has damage on him.
Your orders?
Let's go ahead and get in range there. We will. So we'll focus you down first.
I am ready.
Sir Kay. Work your way up around as well. We're going to try to backstab them if we can. Elin, he can probably get some hits in on you. First things first,
The Lord is my witness.
see if we can get Dindrain to soften him up. No, not enough. She can hit you though. Just gonna move up leapfrog style, one group at a time.
Try harder.
Might have to keep Sir Kay back. He's taking too much damage.
No mercy for the wicked.
Okay, power attack. Let's break your armor.
None can stand in my
Mordred's
way.
gonna have to pop his potion because these damn squires do so much damage. Soften him up.
What are we waiting for?
There we go. Balin took him out. That
I
helps.
am here to serve.
Don't want to put Sir Kay in any more damage, any harm's way. That's what. If I move there, he'll be in range.
The Lord.
Your Highness?
Don't have many options.
Sinners shall
Can
bleed.
she do anything to him? Can Sir Kay hit you? Yes. Okay. Now we're good. Anyway, even if I do take damage, it'll be negligible. Let's go ahead and shield bash. I can't. There it is. Yeah, that'll work.
At your service.
That'll buy us time. We need time.
I could take a few more.
Not really.
I took a hit.
Fucking archers. Okay.
No mercy.
Indrain, you're
for
just
the
going to
wicked.
you're just going to sit back here and take out these things.
Sinners shall bleed.
For my Camelot.
For king and country. One less to worry about.
Okay, we gotta make a rush for this. Gotta take out the archers. Sir Kay really needs to avoid line of sight. Just save us. You know what? No. Let's back him up.
Sinners shall bleed.
I need him to take out that corpse, but at the same time, I can't risk him taking a hit. There's 3 archers. No, back him up. They should focus on the front line anyway, but just in case. And Balin's gonna take some vitality damage
Almost put me on the ground.
Stay alive.
and
Just a
injuries.
little longer.
Drink your potion.
For my Camelot.
Mordred. Get up here in their face. Get up there in their face.
Blessings.
Uh,
I am here to serve.
now that he's up there, I don't have to worry about the hitting Sir Kay. Take these out.
I serve the Lord.
Okay. Dindrain can move up. I think we're okay. Now we have 2 of the 4 archers like pinned in. Yeah, I knew you were going to take damage. That's expected right now.
Command?
Mordred, finish him off.
Your orders?
Finish him off. You're going to take hits regardless of where I put you, so might as well put you up front. Put Balin right up there. I can get a pot shot off there. Sir K, just chill. I think we can recover here. Malin's probably going to have an injury, but next turn we'll break the idol. Then we just have to kill these 3 archers. Yeah, we're good.
Your orders?
I can take them all.
Sinners shall bleed.
What?
All right, 1 kill to go.
I serve the Lord.
No mercy for the wicked.
And he can do it next turn.
Your service, my lord.
Time for you to run. Oh, Mordred, get up here. You can't shield bash. Yeah, you can. There we go. We're good. Get up. Mordred kills you. We win.
Red will never give up. Neither will we.
All right. No, not onwards. We're going to retreat now. Before we cross this bridge, there was a shrine that restores vitality. Now Balin needs it. Let's go heal him up. Balan, excuse me, not Balin. Still got a little damage, but that's all right. I think we put Dindrain in hospice, I think. And that 1% should restore his 1 missing vitality. Which was her inherent bonus.
Now that the castle has been cleansed, we must talk about the fate of the bridge.
I see that you think you have earned this bridge, Sir Balin.
I'm the one holding back the tide of darkness, not my brother. I have paid for this land with my blood.
As I see it, you would have lost your land without me.
To hell with you. Show me anyone who could have fared better. You could use my services and you know that well.
Your brother might have something to say about this.
I am the rightful heir. This was our father's will.
Can I count on you as a knight of my round table, Sir Balin?
I'm glad to serve a righteous king.
Just so happens I'm going to be a righteous king, in this playthrough at least. I've made my decision.
As a knight, I will accept your decision, whatever it shall be.
And you, Balin.
I'd suggest that you consider your next step wisely.
This dude dare threatens me. So this is a rightful playthrough. So if we're on that note, the rightful choice is to let Sir Balin, by the law, this bridge belongs to you because he was supposed to inherit it. He's the older brother. If we retire, we could do Balin. But you have a third option. You can actually say this bridge must remain under my protection. I am the ruler of Camelot, and you will both obey me. And that's what we're going to do.
I am true to my word. I will accept your decision.
Because you couldn't have saved this bridge without me, so.
You are making a mistake, but you leave me no choice. There is no reason for me to stay here. Let it be your way.
That's right. You have no choice. This is settled then. You can both leave. All right. Finish mission. All right. I helped out the 2 bickering brothers, Balan and Balin, and defeated the army of the undead that besieged the castle at the Bridge of Sorrow, and I made a decision about the fate of the land. Now the road is clear to the other side of the chasm, where monsters roam, and somewhere in the darkness, King Arthur awaits. Okay, you see, he took 1 point of vitality damage there. That's okay. So for the vitality loss, you can change the game difficulty in the options menu at any time if you're finding the battles too challenging or too easy. I'm pretty good with hard. I'm happy with that difficulty level. They did some damage. I did some damage. That's what you want to see. All right, so these big pluses are skill points. So let's see what we're going to unlock. Gain 1 hit point for each hit. Amount of HP gained increases by 1 every 4 levels. We have to spend 6 points to unlock the tier 2 abilities. In my opinion, the stigma that increases your damage by 20% is the best option. The shield recharge with the cooldown is pretty good too, though, I must admit. Yeah, raw weapon damage. You never want to choose raw damage in the beginning. You always want to do abilities. So let's do... so right now, shield charge does 50% damage. Let's upgrade it to 25. Shield charge cooldown is reduced to 1 turn, so that reduces the cooldown to 2 turns, which means we could knock down enemies more often, which means we could take them out of the fight. It's pretty valuable. For Sir Kay, I think now that we have the bleeds on both of these, we could either learn kick, just kind of useful, or we could do extra bleed, 50% weapon damage for bleeding effects. That's what we're gonna do, because this ability is good, but enhancing the bleed is particularly good for Sir Kay. Sir Balin has 1 skill point. He already has hide. He only had bear trap in the mission because it was part of his essential skill kit. For some reason he doesn't have it here. Normally it's the other way around when you have these two, but that's okay. We don't plan to use him anyway, honestly. Surprise damage increased 20%. Strike damage increased. We do want a Vanguard, but early game Vanguards are pretty weak. Yeah, let's take his potion away too. She had 2 potions she didn't use. Okay, so the merchant. Remember that upgrade we did, craftsman. So now he's selling relics. And that is an amazing bow, I might add. Bonus damage to burning units, chance to do double damage. Chance to do double damage is a very big deal in this game. It can really increase your damage. Oh my god, he's got armor too. Dodge the first incoming attack of each encounter. Those are like big finds, and if we had the money we'd be set, but we spent all our money. So this is better armor than what we're wearing, so let's change that. Let's see, ignore armor breaking value, +5 vitality. That sounds good. Also, it's highly ill-advised to do your equipment while you're at the merchant. You will often sell your stuff on accident. So, we should buy some healing potions too, but I'm really tempted just to buy one of these legendaries out the gate. But as I said before, you want to always keep at least 500 gold. So the most we can spend right now is around 1,000. So these are out of our budget, unfortunately. We need these potions. These potions are important. Okay, so for Mordred, we upgraded his armor. Obviously, we're not level 5, so we can't use none of that yet. We're going to hit this filter class button here. So it only shows what he can wear. Makes it easier to find items. Sir K is one of our main damagers. Or damaging people. But Alan's pretty good too. He hasn't leveled up yet though. We need to get him to level. So what we're going to do, we're going to I was planning to use him 10% XP earned, +3 loyalty, double loyalty from Defender of the Bridge title. It's a good all-around fighter. Balin's not bad, but I don't intend to use Balin, so we're going to go ahead and take his gear off of him. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Sir Kay and Balin in our next mission. Sir Kay is going to get the weapon there. We don't have another armor piece yet. That's probably another reason why Sir Kay is taking so much damage. His armor's not very good. Drain, +1 Overwatch. That's good for her. +1 burning rate. She doesn't have a burn yet. In fact, I don't think she has burn because it goes on another character. Sir K, let's give him the bonus to cleave. Okay, everyone needs potions. Take your potion. Take your potion. Actually, the champions need 2 because they're kind of out in the front. Looks like we have enough to give everybody 2. That's good. And then let's go over to the round table. We have a new title now, Defender of the Bridge. We're going to put Alan in that spot. He's going to get the bonuses, which puts him at 8 loyalty. So he'll get the 10% damage bonus. And then the other thing we're going to do is the hospice. I meant to put Lady Dendrain in this before, but I guess I just looked at it and I never put it there. So at the end of each mission, we'll heal free vitality just by having her in the hospice slot there. And I think that's all we can really do right now. We don't have enough money to do more stuff. So let's sell our spare items to the merchant. Vanguard and Sage. That. Two to burning. Turn 1 to duration. That'll be good if we had a marksman that calls fire damage, but we do not. So let's go back to the map. Game's loading. Give it a second. Okay. All right. We have a side mission. So this is our first side mission. Aside from the main story, you have these side missions that periodically pop up. And usually they have a time limit. Or they don't have a time limit, rather.
A remote forest village.
Place to earn extra XP in between missions. If your characters are under leveled, which currently these two are, they're not level 3 yet. We have a new main mission, the Curse Ship. So we're going to do the side missions to level up so that we can do the Curse Ship. Although that 1 level difference isn't that big a deal. But if you want to make the most efficient progress leveling, do stuff your level, or do it while under leveled. So that basically means do every side mission before every main mission. Simply put. Okay, we have Fire with Fire, the Curse Ship. We have a new event, the Mangle Grove. Mingo Grove. Rebuilding Kingstone proved to be an ungrateful undertaking. The villagers crave freedom so badly, yet at the first sign of trouble, they cry for my help. How ironic. Even worse, they can't stop bothering me with a foreboding place they call the Mingo Grove. Some of them want to rebuild this ancient sanctuary. Others wish to raise a Christian church there, as they think it will prevent the unholy powers seeping into Avalon. Okay, so we are Old Faith all the way. So rebuild the ancient ruins to its former glory. And as I said before, always keep 500 gold. This event, as you can see up above, in two missions are left to finish the event. So if you don't have the money, after you do 2 missions, this is gone. And you will get this. Your chance of getting this again is very low because these events are kind of random. There's like randomly generated. So we're going to rebuild the ancient sanctuary for Old Faith. And we instantly get the benefits of that, which it gives us +1 to Old Faith. So we're 2 Rightful, 1 Old Faith now. Our long-term goal in terms of morality is we want to get this. Merchant restocks 1 mission faster, which means we can buy more legendaries. Assuming we can afford it, because money is a bit of an issue right now. And then the other one is elite training. Not really worried about that. Treatment. Okay, this one's really good. Mental debuff resist to all Rightful or Old Faith heroes. That one's really good. Yeah, so that's really the mod we're looking for. So long as we're Rightful, we'll get this in no time. And then Old Faith and Rightful are just going to boost the morality of our characters. Like, again, Old Faith Tyrant has better options, but we're going to go this path in this playthrough. Okay, so the next mission is going to be Fire with Fire. And that's going to conclude this first video. Hope you've enjoyed it, learned a little something if you didn't already. And when we come back, we'll start with this mission. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, message me on Discord, we'll talk about it. If you want my save file for this NewGame Plus that I showed you earlier, or if there's things you'd like to see in the next video, let me know, and I will see you then. Peace.